Hello, everybody. We are going to take a little ride today, leaving from Delaware, Indiana. This is my view where my car is parked, and we're going to take a ride to Batesville and go to CVS and pick up my prescriptions. And you get to join me on this ride. And if for some reason some idiot jerk who can't drive causes me to have a wreck, guess what? I have it on video, so they can't win. Ha ha ha. So anyway, now we're pulling down my driveway. The road you see in front of you is 500 North. And the road that we're about to get on is 129, Highway 129, going to Batesville. Beautiful day today, 70 degrees, sun is shining. I don't even see a cloud in the sky, so you can't beat that. And no wind, finally no wind, so that's super duper nice. Got this phone holder from Publishers Clearinghouse website. Funny thing about that story is I didn't order it. I went to the website, I looked at some stuff, like you do. See that bird try to commit suicide? And got off of the website and was looking back around, checked my email. My email said, thank you for your recent order. And I was shocked. I was like, I didn't order anything, so what order? And then what I saw was that this phone holder that I had looked at had been purchased. I didn't click on purchase. I didn't click on buy it. I didn't click on anything. I just simply looked at it. But that's how Publishers Clearinghouse works. They can get away with that stuff. They've done it for hundreds of years. And if I didn't pay that, then, they would have cross-traced this and cross-traced that back to me and put it on my credit file that I had an open bill. So luckily it was only $20, so I bought it because I needed one anyway, just for this purpose right here. I just thought that was pretty unscrupulous that they would do that. And but we are talking about the same country where Amazon can make $1 trillion a year and not pay any taxes on it. But if God's sake you don't pay your taxes, IRS is going to come and take your house and your car and everything. But a company that makes $1 trillion a year don't have to pay any taxes. So if you even figure that at a tax rate of 25%, I'm not going to do the math, but you figure that up. You figure that math up. That if they make $1 trillion a year and they had to pay 25% of that in taxes, how much revenue that would be? It's a lot. But not my problem. with whatever they want and believe, whatever you want to believe, whether you're Democrat or Republican. I don't really care, but it just seems to me that we got some screwy, messed up stuff going on in this country, and the only people that really win from that are the rich. The 1%. The 1% win. And the 99% of us, we don't win. End of discussion. So I hope everybody's doing well today. I feel okay today, which is, good for me because I don't normally feel very well, especially since the heart attack and the 5-way bypass. I try to make it every day. Normally, I would be sitting at the Blue Olive, which is my happy place, and a wonderful cafe that I need to take you to and film while I'm there, so you can enjoy it just as much as I do. But it's a very, very nice coffee shop, and I spend pretty much every day there, so I don't have to, sit at home and be alone and waller in my depression. But days like this, where it's beautiful and the sun is shining, I'm a lot happier. But can't be there today because they're closed on Tuesday and Wednesday. So normally I would be there, but I can't be there today. But you're joining me on my drive to Batesville, Indiana. So if you used to live in this area and you're like, oh, I wonder what's changed, and I haven't been there for 10 years. Well, here you go. You get to join me on my trip. We're currently on State Road 129 and heading to Batesville, and then we're gonna stop at the CVS and pick up my prescriptions, and then true to this area, we're gonna get a few groceries at the one grocery store in Batesville. You heard that correctly. I don't know if you've ever lived in a place that just had one grocery store, but Batesville does. And that grocery store, unfortunately, is Kroger, a store that I do not like. I despise Kroger, but that's how this is all set up. I'm originally from Muncie, and at the time that I lived there, growing up, we had Wise Grocery Store, Low Bills, Marsh, Ross, Meijer, Walmart, let me think, Evie's. So in a city the size of Muncie, and Muncie's not really big, we had choices. So some grocery stores like Evie's was cheaper than Marsh, and Meijer was cheaper than all of them on average, and you had competition and you had choice. Here you do not. In Batesville, you want a grocery shop, you gotta shop at Kroger. And you could drive to Greensburg, but Greensburg has a really nice grocery store that used to be a Marsh, now called Needler's, and it's a good little grocery store that I enjoy. And then there's Walmart, and there's a great grocery store there called Harvest, which if I lived in Greensburg, even though they're not the cheapest, they are the best, and their meat department is really, really good, and I would basically shop there. If I lived in Greensburg, I would shop between Needler's and Harvest all the time. I would never step foot in a Walmart if I didn't have to. But those are your choices there. At least they have choices, right? But not Batesville. Batesville, you're shopping at Kroger and you don't like it, then like my mom used to say when she would cook, and I didn't like what she cooked, she'd say, well, I guess you're going to starve. So, I learned, thank goodness, to eat things that I didn't necessarily like at first, but I grew to love and like. She wasn't a strict mother, but she was no nonsense. If she cooked it and you didn't like it, sorry about your luck. We were very poor, and we didn't have a lot of options. I mean, we had beans and cornbread probably 3 times a week, which was fine with me. But I really loved that. And then we'd have other things, that were cheap, mainly hamburger and things like that. So I didn't have the best food choices growing up, but you do with what you're able to do. All right, so we are now on. I believe this is 50, maybe. I'm not sure. I just know it's the first road in Batesville, whatever that is, 48 or something. I've been in this area a while, but I still don't know the roads and the name of the roads. I know how to do things and how to get places, but that's about it. And that's a Georgia's Pharmacy, in case you haven't been here in a while. That's been there, opened up. That's a cop, of course, there in front of us. They can speed and get away with whatever they want. We all know how that goes. So. But if you speed or decide, one day I'm a little bit late, so I'm going to speed, pull you over every time. It's a law of averages. That's how it works. Camera there in case you saw it moving. So we'll be here at CVS here shortly. I'm not going to film going into Kroger and all that. It's just a crappy Kroger, one of the crappiest, not even a fresh market Kroger or anything. So just a typical crappy Kroger. So I'm not going to film in there. Or in CVS, same concept. But I will film my drive home, and I'll go down through Batesville and through Pearl Street and get me a nice cold drink, and you'll be able to see that and everything in case you haven't been here in a while. But yeah, we are in the lovely town. They like to call themselves a city, but just like the sign over there, the city of Batesville. Not a city. This is more of a town. I grew up, like I said, in Muncie, and there was a small town outside of Muncie where Marsh Grocery Store originated, and where the first Marsh Grocery Store was, called Yorktown. And I always liked Yorktown. I liked the whole small town feel of it and everything, and the houses there were really nice. Yeah, I always wanted to live in Yorktown, but I never did or was able to. So that's what I think about Batesville, that Batesville is just a little town. It's not a city like they like to call themselves. Plus, what kind of city just has one grocery store? None that I've ever been to. All right, so as you can see, we are pulling into CVS, and I'm gonna go pick up my prescriptions and see what's in here. Not much. I prefer Walgreens much more than I prefer CVS, but we don't have Walgreens here. Kind of limited in Batesville. You either take what they got or tough luck. So, but anyway, here in Indiana also, I heard and had read that the mask mandate ends on the 6th, which is today. But I just saw, and as you see, that person has a mask on. The person that went in had a mask on. This thing walking in right now don't have a mask on. So obviously it probably doesn't matter that you have a mask or not. I've been vaccinated, so I would imagine I'm okay. Plus, your money is more important than your health. So none of these places, from Walmart to Kroger to anybody, if you walked in without a mask, they didn't say anything because they wanted your money. They don't care that you might get the virus or whatever. All right, so I'm going to end this video right here, and then we're going to go into Kroger. I'm going to run over to Walmart, and then when I film again, we will be heading home, and you'll be on that journey too. Bye-bye.